Hey guys! Well, here's hoping that you all like this song more than the person I wrote it for did. Must be hard to be the smartest guy you'll ever know. Can't be fun or be too dumb to just let that go. You give when you ought to take. You push when you ought to pull away. Pass on your every turn. Laugh it all off until you burn. Down, down, down to the wire. Down, down, down to the blue of the fire. Down, down, down to the wire. Baby, down. The phones are ringing, but the birds are weighing down the lines. Your eyes are blinking, but your mind has flown a million miles. You hide when you ought to seek. You cry when you ought to show your teeth. Say what you want to hear. Laugh it all off until you fear. Down, down, down to the wire. Down, down, down to the blue of the fire. Down, down, down to the wire, baby, down. And of course it's been fun, but this course has been run. You can stay your ground, but it's holding you down. Down, down, down to the wire. Down, down, down to the blue of the fire. Down, down, down to the wire, baby. Down, down, down to the wire. Down, down, down to the blue of the fire. Down, down, down to the wire, baby. Down, down. Hey there, guys. Welcome, welcome. My name is Rebecca Loebe. Who are you? Where are you tuning in from? What's your favorite pizza topping? Do you like tacos or burritos? Maybe I'm just hungry. But in reverse order, I like tacos a bit better than burritos. Pineapple is my favorite pizza topping. I am based in beautiful Austin, Texas, and I'm Rebecca Loebe. I'm a touring singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas. If you already know that, hi friends, welcome. And if we haven't met before, thank you so much for tuning in. If I've done you wrong, then just say so. If you want me gone, then so it shall be. If I stayed too long, darling, let me know. Just say so to me. I've slept all night for the first time in years, closer to you than I knew I could be. And I've stayed up nights fighting back my fears that your smile don't light up anymore for me. If I've done you wrong, then just say so. If you want me gone, so it shall be. If I stayed too long, darling, let me know. Just say so to me. Man, pineapple's a controversial choice. I've stayed up nights waiting for clarity. Knock on the door, a note or a call. Desperate to hear you still care for me. You can't bear to be terribly far after all. If I've done you wrong, then just say so. If you have moved on, I will leave you in peace. But if I'm still your woman, darling, let me know. Just say so. Say so to me, please. Say so. Say so to me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is so nice to see you all in the chat. It is getting lively in there, which, if you know me, you know that's how I like it. Do me a favor, while you've got your clicker finger out, and press that share button for me. Either share this to YouTube, share this to Facebook. Let your friends know you're watching. Let the algorithms know you're enjoying it. It would help me out a lot, especially in the first 10 minutes of the show. It's really helpful for people to share. So I would really appreciate it if you would do it. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Rebecca Loebe. I am a touring itinerant singer-songwriter. And, you know, I often say that I've been making my living telling people my most intimate secrets on stage in exchange for money for over 10 years. And that's true, but folks often ask how that all started. And the short answer is that after graduating from college with a degree in audio engineering, I got a job at a recording studio. And I knew in my heart that I wanted to be a professional musician. I just didn't know how to do it. And then I quickly realized that one of the perks of having a job at a recording studio is having the keys to a recording studio. So I started sneaking in on the nights and weekends and recorded a bunch of demos, which then became my first album. And once I had an album, I started trying with all my might to get out on the road, to go on tour. I started kind of cold calling venues, sending CDs, begging for slots. I would play, you know, opening shows, closing shows, tweener shows, dinner shows, lunch shows, play in a barn, play at a college, play on a sidewalk, play anywhere I could. And what I knew when I started touring is that it just felt right. It took me a really long time to articulate why, but I've realized that what I love the most about my job as a troubadour, bard, is that when people are with me, they don't have any responsibility. They don't have a job. All you have to do is sit there, leave your week behind you, put your phone down, leave your job, leave whatever it is that is cluttering your mind, and just listen to some songs and feel your feelings. And I love providing that service for people. And that's what keeps me really dedicated to doing this, to playing music. It's why I've worked so hard to keep doing it during the lockdown. It's why I think this is what I'll be doing for the rest of my life. Anyhow, what I didn't realize way back in 2006, when I quit my full-time job as a recording studio engineer to attempt to be a full-time musician, is that being a full-time musician actually meant having like 17 part-time jobs. And what would happen for the next few years is that I'd work a bunch of part-time jobs, save up a bunch of money, go out on tour, tell all my jobs I quit, put all my stuff in storage, move into my car, tour and tour and tour until I was exhausted and flat broke, and then crawl back home with my tail between my legs, get a part-time job, and then another, and then another, save up all my money, get a radio campaign, release a new album, do whatever it was I needed to do, and then go back out on the road for as long as I could stay there. And it was sometime in late 2010 that I looked around and realized something had changed. Something had worked. The radio campaign had gone well. The most recent album was being well received, and I hadn't had another job in over a year. I had just been doing music. And I felt a little bit superstitious. I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to jinx it. But now it's been 10 years, and I feel like I can comfortably say, hello, my name is Rebecca Loebe. I am a full-time touring songwriter from Austin, Texas. And this is a song about crawling home with your tail between your legs. I've been waiting for hours now on my homebound train. Got a cold cup of coffee and a lot to explain. Lake Louise, Lake Louise. I was hungry and reckless. I was young and naive. I was seeking attention. You asked nothing of me. Lake Louise, Lake Louise. Can I walk on your water? Can I sleep on your shore? Am I safe in your harbor anymore? Old man by the window, wearing moth-eaten tweed, sheds a tear in the shadow. I think I know what he reads. Lake Louise, Lake Louise. Can I walk say thanks because I just want to thank you all for being there. I feel like I can sense you out there across time and space. So thanks for sharing some time and space with me. If you're just joining us, my name is Rebecca Loebe, as it says down there. It also says that if you are enjoying the show, you are welcome to throw a few bucks in my virtual tip jar over on PayPal or Venmo. That was awkward, but the pointing is mirrored on this interface, so plus I'm awkward. But I also have another way of connecting with audiences that is most exciting to me. In fact, that last song reminded me of it because I released the song Lake Louise a few years ago after co-writing it with my friend Luke Jackson for the first time on a platform called Patreon. Patreon is like a membership platform where you can become like a member of my music career. You can pledge to send $1 every time I release a new song or a video or chord charts or essays. I post several times a month. You can set a limit if you know you only want to pledge once or twice a month. But the money that I earn over there really kind of helps the engine of my career keep humming along no matter what pops up, and it helps me keep creating. I've been writing a lot of songs recently. My patrons are going to be the first ones to hear them, just like they were the first ones to hear that last song and the first ones actually to hear this next one. I'm going to throw this one in there. I wasn't planning on playing it, but I'm just too excited. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to pay the bills again. Makes a woman feel like running. I keep a backpack by the door. You keep asking what that's for. Can't find a nice way to say you. Maybe I'll roll out at dawn. Headlights off, radio on. The open road will take me back. You'll move on, you always have. We've all got our own hands to play. You don't know who I am. I am. You don't know who I am today. I'm the one that got away. Yeah. I got my father's fight, my mother's appetite. I travel pretty late these days. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know who I am. I am you. You don't know. You don't know who I am today. I'm the one that got away. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Wendell, to answer your question, yes, this song is on an album that's called Got Away, and it is on my record Giving Up Your Ghosts, which came out, gosh, I almost said last year, in 2019 on a lovely label called Blue Corn Music. And I'm not just saying that because they are watching this broadcast. I love them, and I say that all the time. I had a request for this song by a woman named Joanne. And are you telling me to wash my hands? They are filthy. This is what happens to a manicure 10 seconds after you start to play guitar. Sorry if that's like gross, but it's my life. This is a song that it's on a record called Circus Heart. And I wrote it after meeting a guy on an airplane who told me he had never been on a plane before, but he was flying to Chicago that day. We were taking off from Miami, and just to make conversation, and because he seemed kind of nervous, I asked him why he was flying to Chicago that day. It seemed like kind of a big deal, especially considering he was only 18 years old, that he was on an airplane for the first time. And he sat up really straight, and he smiled really big, and he said, "I'm flying to Chicago to get married." And I was like, wait, what? I couldn't believe it. So I just I congratulated him, took a deep breath, smiled really politely, and asked him to please tell me everything about himself. And we talked the whole flight. He turned out to be a really, really nice young guy. He had had a pretty rough upbringing on the streets in Miami. He was the youngest of 7 brothers, and they had all bounced in and out of foster care his whole life. And by the time he was in high school, no one was really paying very close attention to what he was up to. And he was kind of, he said he could feel his life teetering. He was hanging out with a dangerous crowd. He was starting to do some, bad things. And he felt like things were spinning out of control, but he didn't know what to do. So he ended up almost dropping out, but then one day when he was at school, he met this girl, and his whole face lit up when he talked about her. She was beautiful and brilliant and funny and kind, and they hit it off, and they dated all through high school. And when she graduated, she promised him that if he graduated, he could fly up to Chicago, where she was about to start college, and they could get married. So it had taken him a little extra time to get through school, but he had worked hard, worked nights, gone to school during the day, and he had just passed all of his classes, and he was on the first flight he could catch up to Chicago, and they were going to get married that afternoon. So I couldn't stop thinking about him, and I decided to go ahead and write this song for him. This is called The Chicago Kid. Well, I was born in South Florida and left there to die. I spent 18 long years in the weeds. Found it hard to believe in even changing the seasons, the leaves only turned on TV. And now I'll fly if I have to, though I would swim twice as long to be the one she'll press her back to. I am Chicago, going, gone. I showed her the stoplight my daddy must have fixed right before he left, a whisper in the wind. She kissed me like a church bell, Lord. She loved me like an anvil, and I haven't had her out of my mind since. And so my grandma told me that I've got his body, and I don't think she meant it unkind. But I'll keep punching these time cards and studying the fine art of working my way up in that girl's mind. And now I'll fly if I have to, though I would swim twice as long to be the one she'll press her back to. I am Chicago, going, gone. And one if by land, they say, two if by sea, three little words made a bird out of me. Well, I was born in South Florida, left this July. 18 years served me just fine. So tell the boss I'm off to marry a sweet daughter of the prairie, and a kiss it where the sun will never shine. And now I'll fly 'cause I have to, though I would swim twice as long to be the one she'll press her back to. I am Chicago, going, gone. Hey, I was born in South Florida, let me die in her arms. I'm Chicago, going, gone. Thanks to Joanne who requested that one. Wendy Sue, I don't know if the Chicago Kid ever heard his song. We did not keep in touch. I gave him my contact info, but I never heard from him, which I think is, understandable. It was a big day. He was flying on a plane for the first time and getting married later that day, so he had other things on his mind, I think. But I always hope that somehow, someday, somewhere, some way, he stumbles across it, because it was a really sweet moment in time, that whole flight with him. I've had some really crazy experiences with strangers on flights. Most of the time, I put in my headphones and go to sleep and don't talk to people. But the rare, 10% of the time that I have talked to people, I've met so many interesting folks, some that I've stayed in touch with. I met a guy who was sitting next to me who was born on my birthday, same day, same year. We stayed in touch. He was a real sweetheart from Dallas. Have you guys ever, hit it off with somebody on an airplane? Tell me your airplane stories. I'm going to play one more song for you. This has been really fun. This is my first pop-up show. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more pop-up shows from me. There's something nice about feeling like playing spontaneously and turning on the camera and just giving people a little heads up and going for it. I mean, it's also fun to have an established date and time and, make an appointment, but I don't know. I just thought it might be fun. I felt like connecting with you guys, and here we are. This is another song from that record I was just talking about, Give Up Your Ghosts. In a way, this is the thesis statement of that whole album. It's the last track on the record, and it's a song that I wrote one morning when I woke up and realized that everyone felt incredibly lame as teenagers. At some point, I've heard everyone say I was such a nerd, I was such a loser, such a dork, and I think that that applies not just to the kids who I think that applies to everyone is what I'm trying to say. I think that even the kids who I think of as having been extremely cool when we were young, kids who intimidated the hell out of me, I look back and still think of them as being celebrities basically from my high school cafeteria or my middle school cafeteria, and they look back and feel like they were so lame, and I realize mathematically it doesn't add up. We couldn't have all been totally lame, and if I thought they were cool and they thought they were lame, maybe I thought I was lame and somebody else thought I was cool. Or maybe we were just freaking kids, being human beings and going through stages of growth, and there are no value judgments to be bestowed. None of us were losers, is what I'm basically trying to say. And that's what inspired this next song. I'm going to just throw it out there to all of you guys, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. By the way, if you'd like a free acoustic covers album, you can get it at the link in the description, and the link is also right there on the screen. And I just want to thank you for spending your time with me. All right, so this one's going out to anyone who ever went to middle school. This is called Popular. No one feels cool, no one feels popular, no one's a loser, though everybody thought they were. Nothing they say has ever really been about you anyway. Run away if you wanna, but you cannot slay the dragon you don't stand a fight, and all of time is just a phase. Just remember, no one feels cool, no one feels popular, no one's a loser, though everybody thought they were. Nothing they say has ever really been about you anyway. So all the world is but a stage. Just remember, no one feels cool, no one feels popular, no one's a loser, though everybody thought they were. Nothing they say has ever really been about you anyway. Everybody thought they were. Nothing they say has ever really been about you anyway. Run to me, I'll run to you, and I'll go anywhere in the whole wide world you want me to, 'cause all my love is yours to take. Just remember, no one feels cool, no one feels popular, no one's a loser, though everybody thought they were. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and spending this time with me. Again, my name is Rebecca Loebe. It has been an absolute joy to sing for you today, and I hope to see you out there somewhere on the internet again sometime soon. Make sure to stay in touch. Make sure to grab this covers record. I'd love for you to check that out. And yeah, that's it. So thanks again. You guys take care. Bye.